Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and I've got some stuff I'm going to share with you. I got too much stuff actually, so we're not going to look at all of it in this one. I might spill some over to next week, because you don't know what next week holds. Could have a bunch of stuff, maybe I won't. We're going to start with some Auto World. JCar Diecast hooked me up with a set of these to show you guys, so thank you very, very much. JCar Diecast, fantastic guy. He's a really cool dude. Done a few Auto World exclusive trucks I've shown in previous videos. He did hook me up with a set of these. I still need to find the Ultra Red for this. I'm going to have to get it some way, some shape, some form. We'll figure it out. And then I do have the Ultra Reds for his like 3 previous releases. Well, I guess, sort of. That's complicated. There is one other one I'm missing, which is the pink with black flames release. I'm missing the dirty version of that Ultra Red, which is going to be a really hard one to come by because they're very, very rare. These are limited to 2016 pieces each. It looks like, I believe there's only one version of the Ultra Red for this. I don't have it to show you, but we will be opening up these trucks coming up here, so we'll take a good look at these two hobby dealer exclusives. Well, basically JCar Diecast exclusives, so we will check those out. You can order these from him on his website. There's some other hobby dealers that have probably bought these in bulk or whatever, and we'll be selling them as well, so look out for those. There's very reasonably priced for a hobby exclusive, so check them out. eBay find, I grabbed one of these off of eBay, and then I shared the eBay link to both the Auto World Collectors group and another group. I don't remember how much this was, but it was cheap. And it was actually my buddy Michael that also started his own YouTube channel, by the way. Maybe I'll put a link to it down in the description. We'll see. Hopefully I remember to do that. But anyway, he alerted me to this deal. There was, I think these were like $8 or $9 free shipping. And this is a pretty rare Auto World. I posted the link to Auto World Collectors group to share it with the others, and I'm guessing they're sold out by now. The guy had a few of these and was selling them at that kind of blowout price, including shipping. So very, very cheap. These are really limited, 1,512. I only picked up one extra one, which means now I have 3 of these. I've got one loose and I've got 2 carded. So obviously we're not going to be opening up that one. And then another weird eBay find, this one right here. I got an Auto World error. I don't typically pick up errors, but the occasional Auto World gets me, and this is one of those. For one, the regular version of this car is actually not an easy one to snag. It's from Premium Release 3, okay, not like a year Premium Release 3, so this is an older release. These cars are pretty hard to find as is, and then to find one with a weird wheel error. I'll show that up close in the next half of the video. Obviously, we're not going to open it. That's the one thing I'm going to leave carded, obviously, is going to be the error, because it's hard to prove it was an error if you take it out of the package, right? Aside from showing it to you in video and having photographic evidence, but whatever. There's that. Got a couple items from Surplus Goodies. We got a Tarmac Works to look at. This is a brand new casting. This is a Toyota Hilux. So I am definitely interested in checking out this casting. I couldn't wait to get a version of it, so I just picked up this version. Some wild graphics on the side of it, but still, it's pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. I'm kind of excited to take a peek of it. And it sounds like we might have extra wheels in here. Tarmac Works will sometimes do that. That's what it... Either that, or is that just the limited edition car? Now, it's got some weight to it, so I think there's some wheels in here. And then we got this Tarmac Works IXO Models Global 64 Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. And we're going to take a look at that, too. So I got those 2 from Surplus Goodies. Again, best in the business. I'm glad he's doing well now. And, yep. eBay store's back open, so that's good. All right, and then I found some Flying Customs in the store. So this is our one store find. We actually got quite a bit to look at today. I grabbed only the ones I wanted. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars in the entire set, and I grabbed 5 of the 8. So there you go. Nova Wagon, the Firebird, of course, the Chevy, Mustang, and the CUDA. So good looking set. The ones I skipped out on were the Custom Auto. I don't care about that casting. The 71 Plymouth GTX, which is an okay casting, but it didn't have like the retro wheel style on it. It had 5 spokes, not really into that. And I left behind the 70 Ford Mustang Mach 1, but I kind of regret leaving behind that Mach 1. I might pick up that Mach 1 because it does have the like Hot Ones style wheels on it, and I love that style wheel, so for some reason. So yeah, we will open up those and we'll take a peek at the Flying Custom Series. These are found at Targets, by the way, in the US, if you're not familiar. I don't know internationally if they're found anywhere where else they're found, but here in the US they are found at Targets. At least that's where I've ever found them. And then I got some Mini GT, some more Mini GT. We've got, why? 2 more of these. Why not? They're not chases. I've already shown them in videos. I'm not going to show them again. I have too many of these. I've got 4 of each one. That's 8 cars. 2 of them are loose. They're in a display back there, over there. And then the rest I'm just going to, I don't know, hang on to for a while. Why? I don't know. They're already releasing a bunch of different versions of that casting. I don't know if I'm going to get all of them. I don't know. I started developing, by the way, kind of a database for Mini GT. It's kind of based on their website. The data is all there. If you go to Mini GT's website, they have a great resource for like everything they've done. I'm putting it all in a spreadsheet because I'm a super nerd and going to keep track of what I have and what I don't have, and then play with the idea of trying to complete a Mini GT set. Probably not going to do it, but I might. And not going to be including chases. It's just going to be the casting itself. I'm not going to care whether it's right-hand or left-hand drive if I do it. Why do I want to do it? I don't know. I just like going after stuff like that. It seems fun. The tough part about it is there's a bunch of different like country exclusives, like Indonesia exclusives, yada, yada, yada. There's some rare ones out there that are going to be tough to get already. So anywho and how, we'll see. We'll see if I do that or not. I don't know. Either way, it's a way to log the collection, keep track of what I have and what I don't have. But I do have some others here. So the TRD 3000 GT in red, the Corvette in orange, the Lamborghini Huracan Evo in blue, and the Porsche Taycan in blue. And we're going to look at all those. So we got quite a bit of things to take a peek at here in the second segment. So stick around. Let's get right into it. Stay tuned. All right, so let's start by taking a gander at these JCar Diecast exclusive Auto World Chevy trucks. We got the 1973 Chevy Shan pickup, and it's on a lift, or it's lifted. So that is pretty awesome. I don't think there's been many hobby exclusives that have come up with the lifted version of this truck, so that's pretty cool. It does look nice. This one in basic blue is absolutely beautiful. The one with the Golf logo, you know, it's got the Golf logo on it. Am I sick of the Golf logo? Yeah, I kind of am, but these look pretty cool. So this one's obviously my favorite. I just like the plain Jane, the blue color, you know. I just do. It's my thing. I know a lot of people love Golf stuff and they can't get enough of it, and I like it too. It's pretty cool. I'm more into it on race cars and stuff like that, but this blue truck though is really what I'm into. And you don't have to get this as a set if you don't want. I know a lot of people are going to go for the Golf one. They're gonna want that one. This one's actually my favorite. So again, limited edition, one of 2016. So not very many of these made, guys. And again, that means, you know, they're gonna sell out. They're gonna be tough to get later on. There's gonna be, I think, people that are gonna pick up an Auto World collection later on in their collecting. You know, we get new people to the hobby every single day, right? And then someone's going to try to backtrack and try to get all these hobby exclusives, and they're going to struggle because these are just going to become harder and harder to get. as more time goes by. If you ever really have hunted Auto World for a long period of time on eBay and such, I'm going to open up the Golf one here. You know that it can be a really long time before you even see a car pop up on there that you need. So if you're looking for particular castings, I mean, it can be a while before you even see one pop up on eBay. So before it even becomes available for you to purchase it, let alone what it's going to go for when you actually do find it. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you'll get good deals, and sometimes things will go very expensively. But you really got to watch out because they pop up very randomly and all that stuff. Older castings and stuff like that are tough to find. So this is no exception, so I just would be very careful about slacking on some of these hobby exclusives. I already made a mistake, at least on one of them that I know of, and I didn't pick it up because it was too expensive at the time, and I was just like, ugh. And now I don't have it, and now every time I've seen it, it's more expensive than what it was when I could have just got it, you know. So I'll probably find one eventually. We'll see what happens. We got a little bit of a quality control, little flub right here on the wheel. Looks like that was either melted or rubbed off or something there. I'm going to leave that like that. Why not? But it's got kind of a flat spot in the tire. That's okay. Doesn't look too bad from the side there. But yeah, really digging this one, this plain one. The Golf one's cool too, but the plain one really does it for me. So again, JCar Diecast, pick these up. And like I said, if you do want them or you're interested in them, you get them while they're hot. You know, get them while they're available. So I would definitely recommend sooner than later because, like I said, limited to 2016 pieces. It's a very limited item in comparison to what a lot of other brands do. And these will just, once they're gone, they're going to be tough to get. So if you're on the fence about it, I would say get them now. And then later on, if you don't want them, then you can sell them to someone that's trying to get them. And there you go. All right, here's this weird error. And what it looks like has occurred here, my detective skills, are that the wheel got pressed on backwards. So I think it is the correct tire and wheel. It's hard to say because we're not going to take it out of the package, but it looks like it's been pushed onto the axle backwards, but hard enough where the axle did pop through. You can see it in there. So I believe the axle did pop through, and that wheel is on there, and it's been just pushed, so it broke through basically right there. And we have a backwards wheel. I've never seen an error with a wheel on backwards. I don't think I've ever seen a green light with one on backwards. I mean, I'm sure they're out there. I've definitely never seen an Auto World with one backwards, and I have no idea. You know, I've never seen a Hot Wheels with one backwards on. That would be kind of crazy to have a wheel that's on the axle backwards. It seems like that would be a good possibility of something that would happen to a Hot Wheel. You know, they just got flipped before the axle went through. But probably by the way that they manufacture them, that makes it really hard to happen. Anyway, I don't know how this happened or how. You'd think it would just bounce right off that axle and not actually poke through, and it's just crazy that it actually made it on there. So I think it would be more probable to find a car with a missing wheel than with one on backwards. So just an oddity. I thought it was cool enough to add to my Auto World collection, so I did. All right, we're going kind of in order of what we showed things in before. Let's take a look at this Toyota Hilux. Kind of interested in this casting. Pretty cool. I don't get a ton of Tarmac works, but every once in a while they come up with like a new casting that I gotta check out. Packaging is as you normally would expect from Tarmac, which we got this, you know, it's wrapped in plastic, but then we got this outer cardboard piece and then a nice acrylic case. Some stuff here. Some Toyota licensing, it appears. Man, that really sounded like wheels popping around in the bottom there, but it wasn't. It was this card. This is the other thing. These are numbered, limited production numbered models. So if you are into like knowing what the true, I don't know how many they actually produce, but at least they're numbered. So 1661 is the number of my model, or at least the number of this card, right? That's kind of cool, and the card matches. I kind of like that style. That's kind of a neat thing. And then case looks really nice. And then, of course, the model itself, which we need a screwdriver to remove it from the base. And we're going to do that because I want to see if it rolls. It's got some delicate pieces and parts. Again, life hack. For these screws on the bases of these cars. I know they are a Phillips, or likely the Japanese version of a Phillips. Just use a flathead that fits in one of the sides. Way less chance of stripping that screw out. So, here we go. Yeah, it rolls. It was a little stiff there for a minute. But it does roll. Oh, that's cool. So they do have the brakes in there. It's hard to see, but they do have brakes. You can see through the rims. I could tell that right away because that little silver pieces. So as you would expect from Tarmac, it's very detailed. We got nice inserted details for the headlights. Yeah, this is a pretty cool model. Inserted details for the taillights. No moving pieces or parts, I don't think. It almost looks like this tailgate would bend down, but it does not. It almost looks like the hood would pop too, but it does not either. It looks like we got a really detailed interior of this model as well. Kind of hard to see on camera, but mirrors, you get the little reflective sticker thing for the mirror too. So cool model. Cool casting. I like this. This is something different, you know. Modern pickup truck from Tarmac. It's not something we normally see from Tarmac Works, so I think this is pretty cool. Now it is, you know, a Toyota racing kind of thing, but so that's kind of typical of Tarmac Works. But I don't think we've really seen much for trucks, so pretty cool to see that. My kids are just going nuts upstairs. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's interesting. All right, next is this guy right here, the Tarmac Works collab with IXO Models. I'm not very familiar with them. I don't know what the deal is with the collaboration with them. And I thought, when I look up IXO Models, they make a lot of larger scale stuff, like 1/43 stuff. And I know they're going to be doing some Ferraris with IXO Models, and I'm just wondering if those are going to be 1/64 scale, or if they're going to be a larger scale item. If someone knows for sure, let me know. But this is the Global 64 line. This is my favorite line from Tarmac. They're kind of constructed similar to, I want to, you know, dare I say, Mini GT is what they kind of remind me of, because I think they typically have metal bases and stuff. They're kind of more, they don't use as many little tiny parts and stuff. They have like kind of the rubberized mirrors. They got a lot going on that's similar to the Mini GT stuff. They come in a reclosable, I should say, clamshell. They have a box, a collector box down there that would fit the casting, but it doesn't fit with this situation, which is unfortunate. And I don't think it comes with anything. No, it doesn't come with anything inside of it like a Mini GT would. No, to cradle the car inside, which is kind of unfortunate, to be honest. I wish they did something where you could store this easy, but you could. I guess you could put it easily back in this package. So that's your storage. Sorry for the terrible video quality we're putting out right now. There we go. Model outside of the package, beautiful color red. Of course, you guys know I'm gonna love that color red, right? It's ultra reddish. Very, very nice. Do they have a name for that red? Does it say in here anywhere? It doesn't appear to. Anyway, so, man, this is beautiful. Looks like we got a little, unfortunately, a little chip in the paint right there. Right on the hood. Feels like it's a chip. That's a little odd. The other thing about these is they roll. Yeah, metal base, pretty basic base, nothing on it. But the detail's great, and the fit and finish is pretty awesome. So the headlights look great, the wheels look great, the back looks good. We got again reflective things on the side mirrors, and these side mirrors are rubberized, so they got a little bit of flex to them. They're not very brittle. A little bit of brake resistance built into that, which is great. Interior just looks like it's a plain black. I don't see anything colorful in there. And yeah, overall it's a fantastic casting. Anytime Global 64, they put out anything in Global 64, I'll probably pick up at least one example of any casting that they put out in that line. Just because I do like it. I wouldn't mind, like, not a complete set, but it would be cool to get at least an example of every tooling that they put out in the Global 64 line. And I think so far I've got one example of anything that was in that line. So pretty awesome. I'm definitely digging that one. Oh, this or the TRD or the Toyota, I would definitely pick this one over that one. And this is a less expensive model, so there you go. All right, next, let's look at some Hot Wheels, and then we'll finish it off with some Mini GT. So, 68 Shelby GT 500 Flying Customs. Again, love the retro art style on this. The thing that irritates me, I just do not like when they put those wheels on these cars. So, literally, that would be part of why I didn't buy either one of these. The custom auto, I just don't really like the casting, but I should have bought that one. Why didn't I? It was there. But yeah, so Target, I think they're like a quarter more than a standard Hot Wheel. I just like the Hot Ones wheels. That's what really makes it look retro to me, is putting these wheels on it, besides the graphics. That's why I just don't like those 5-spokes. This 55 Chevy is pretty good looking. That's pretty awesome. There's a quick look at the card art. Pretty basic card art. That's cool. So nice quality tampo work on these typically too. Like the quality control is impeccable compared to like mainline stuff. I believe they're made in the same spot, right? Because they are made in Malaysia. But it seems like there's a little bit of extra attention to these, and that's, yeah, they just look really good. The sharp tampos. It's really excellent. Let's see. Let's do this Barracuda 1970 flavor. This casting's been around for a while. Like the color green, it looks pretty good. Also, again, with these Hot Ones wheels, which is really cool. So these all are going to have metal body, plastic base, plastic wheels. And it's just these, these Hot Ones wheels, you're not going to find that in the main line. So, like, that's part of what makes these things special, and that's another reason why I don't like when they don't put them on a casting. This Nova wagon looks absolutely fantastic for a little mainline car. Mainline-ish car, I should say. These gold Hot Ones. Beautiful blue color. Nice, tasty graphic design on it. And it just looks good. So let's open up that one. I just love this retro kind of Hot Wheels style. Big fat tire in the back. It just looks awesome. Gives it a nice stance. I like this casting. This casting's awesome. It's a wagon, and just looks really good. I have the Super Treasure Hunt with this casting, and it's a good one. I like it. So that's a winner right there. And then of course I had to go after this one, the 1984 Pontiac Firebird. Of course I had to go after this, and this has a great retro look to it. Pretty cool. And just really awesome. So I'm digging that big time. Black and gold looks pretty good. The gold base is a little goofy. It would probably look better with a black base, but that's all right. It's got a nice retro look to it. I think it's a fantastic little car, and I am a fan of it. So, as you can tell, I'm a fan of that line. I think it's really cool. I just like when they keep it retro, including the wheels, right? So, it's my opinion. You guys, of course, are welcome to disagree with that. I just, that's how I feel. If it's going to be retro, let's keep it retro, man. All right, last up, some beautiful castings from Mini GT. Let's start with this Porsche. So we got a Porsche Taycan Turbo S in frozen blue metallic. Number 225. Here's your licensing info and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and open it up. Likely, I think this will be available in the U.S. It's a Mio exclusive, so a lot of your hobby dealers are going to get those. And here it is in this beautiful color blue. So I have this casting in white already, and if you're going to pick between the two, that pearlish white or this, I would say go with this one. It's a very unique color. I don't have probably any other die-cast car in my collection that is this color. So really cool to get that kind of unique color. Yeah, the wheels look great, the car looks great, the headlights look great. This thing will take fantastic pictures. Of course, it's Mini GT, so it's all metal. It rolls. Just awesome. Mini GT and Auto World, man, they are by and far my favorite brands. I honestly get more excited about getting Mini GT in my collection than I do about Tarmac Limited Vintage. And that's saying a lot, because Tarmac Limited Vintage are very high quality vehicles, and these just excite me more. Part of it is the subject matter. They do cars that I like, you know, a little bit more than the Tomica does, but it's just super cool. So that's an awesome one. Sticking with blue, we got the blue Ilios Lamborghini Huracan Evo, number 229. Maybe as I build this database here that I kind of am doing for Mini GT, maybe I'll eventually figure out what the heck their numbering system means. This is sweet in blue. I think this actually might be my favorite color I got this casting in. What do I have it in? I got it in orange. I've got it in that Rosso Mars, that red color. And is there any other color that this one particular casting was out in? I don't know. I know they're the Liberty Walk one. I think that might be it. Just red and orange. And then now this blue. I think that's it. Yes, blue looks by and far the best. It just looks sick in this blue color. I normally am not like a big, huge fan of like blue cars, but both of these, that Porsche and this one, man, it just looks really nice in this color. And just the shape of this car, they just got it so right. It just looks fantastic. The Mini GT Lamborghinis, man. Just impressive. Very much impressive. Alright, set that one to the side. Let's do Toyota TRD 3000 GT. By the way, the silly thing is, too, I'm running out of room for Mini GT already. I've got, I think, over 100 now. And it just, yeah, I'm pretty sure over 100 pieces. I got more coming, too. I got more on the way. I'll have more next week. And here's this one. I think, what did I get this in originally? Silver, and now we get it in Renaissance Red. That's what this is called, number 231. And yeah, it's a winner. I actually think I like it better in red than the silver. The silver looks really good, but this nice kind of a deep, kind of a darker, dulled red looks really good for this car. Yeah, it's just super cool. So fantastic job on this as usual. Mini GT does a fantastic job. All right, so next and last, this is the Chevy Corvette Stingray in Sebring Orange tint coat. Definitely would not buy this car in this color in real life. This would be interesting to see what it looks like here. It's a red. I don't know. It's orange. It's Halloween. I don't know. It's kind of an odd orange color. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just, it's straight up like pumpkin orange once you get it out here. Yeah, I would never buy this car in orange if I had the money. I don't care. Like, I'd get it in a different color. Why did I pick up this one? I don't know, because I'll probably pick up every single one of these castings that they put out. Every color of this Corvette. It's a great casting. It's an excellent casting. It looks great. But the orange color, out of the other colors that it's come out in, I can't say this is the one that I would tell you. It's come out in a couple of weird colors already. It's came out in the black, which I think is actually my favorite. It came out in a red, which looks pretty good. And then that weird yellow, like a weird pale yellow, I think I showed in a video previous to this one. And then this orange. And the orange is probably the worst. I'm going to say that right now. Maybe you like orange. I don't know. But, it's my opinion. I'm allowed to have one, right? And, although I bought it, I'm going to keep it in my collection. It's just, out of all the colors of this Corvette that have come out so far, this would not be my first choice, obviously. But if you're a big fan of orange, you'll like this. I would like to see one in like the red color, because I know Corvette has a red color that looks like this. I'd like to see Mini GT do one of those. So, all right, that's going to be it for this video. Again, thanks again to JCar Diecast for hooking me up with a set of these to share with you. Obviously, I would have bought them eventually anyway. It's nice that he was able to help me out. And really cool of like a small hobby dealer to help out a smaller channel like mine, to be able to like show this stuff to you. So I'm really appreciative of that. There's a few hobby dealers out there that have helped me out, and will do occasionally help me out, like One Stop, like Surplus Goodies, JCar, SC Diecast, Bosco has helped me with a couple of things. So it's really fantastic to get that help from some people, because then I get more to share with you and stuff like that, and they get a small amount of advertising out of it, and not a huge channel, but I think it's worth it for them, and it's worth it for me, and just kind of works out. So I do appreciate that. All right, thank you guys very, very much for watching another episode of Diecast Weekly, another long one in the books. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you next one.